As Utah sees a surge in people hospitalized with COVID-19, there's a new ventilator ready to hit the market thanks to some engineers from BYU. It'll help those suffering from the respiratory virus, but also save hospitals money. And there's a backstory to all of this that involves a young boy. News specialist Dan Rascone is live tonight with his story. Dan?
Yeah, this is a very exciting time for these BYU students. For years, they've been working on a newborn ventilator to help those newborns in third world countries. So when the call came out about a shortage of ventilators, they already had everything in place to move forward. Inspiration behind this, a little boy.
I want to see you race all the way to the green tree. No!
At the Palmer home, there's always plenty of energy to burn with 2-year-old Leo and 4-year-old Erickson.
Come to mommy.
Looking at Erickson, you'd never know he nearly lost his life to a heart defect.
The day after he was born, he turned blue and had to be rushed to the NICU.
Erickson spent the first 2 months of his life on a ventilator. That inspired his parents, both BYU students at the time, to get involved in a university project to bring ventilators to newborns in third world countries. They call it the Neo Life Ventilator. But when the pandemic hit, the BYU team realized they had everything in place to also produce an adult ventilator for those suffering from the virus.
We have a couple different settings.
With all the same benefits of a regular hospital ventilator,
this is just really exciting.
But tens of thousands of dollars cheaper.
Once the FDA announced their emergency use program, we got to work right away, hoping that we could help, and this came together very quickly.
The biggest difference is manufacturability and cost.
The ventilator is set to begin production this week, right here at ATL Technology in Springville, an FDA-approved medical device manufacturer. Designed and built within just a few months as a result of what the BYU engineers already knew about the baby ventilator.
We already had teams of respiratory therapists and doctors that we could talk to instead of having to reinvent the wheel.
It's really cool just the way that things have lined up that we could never, ever have predicted.
Yeah, really cool how this all turned out here. Now, production is expected to get underway this week. They hope to produce as many as 500 in the next 5 to 6 weeks here. And then they hope to get up to as many as 10,000 several months after that, and this will go worldwide. Dave, back to you.
Little Erickson can be proud. Dan Rascone in Utah County tonight. Thank you, Dan.